In the game after Caruana's rook to g2, Shirov resigned the game as there is no defense here. No defense here.
Alright guys, so this was an interesting game between Alexey Shirov and Fabio Caruana, but contrary to popular belief, there could be a defence here. So in the game, Shirov did play Queen's d3, as Agad did explain in his video. And after Queen b8, the threat is d1 to get a queen for black and threatening mate on b2. And as he said in his video, if bishop b3, you can play rook g3, attacking the queen, and if queen takes d2, this is just game now, and rook g1 leads to a win for black. So in this position, yes, it does look absolutely hopeless for black. But having just read a chapter in David Smerdon's book, The Complete Chess Swindler, white does have some chances here. So let's see, but let's pretend you're playing with the white pieces here. What should you play and try and trick your opponent into making a mistake? Well, there's one key move here that looks very interesting, and that's queen to d5, and maybe it has some practical defences for white. Now if you run this game through an engine, it'll say white's completely losing. But fortunately guys, we're not engines, and this is far from completely lost yet. So for instance, if black now plays the move that he played in the game, queen b8, white still has some interesting chances here with queen takes g2, taking the rook and allowing black to get a queen. So okay, let's get a queen for black. And again you're thinking, okay, this is completely lost. Black's just got two queens, surely the white's just absolutely losing, time to resign. Well no, because now white can just play g takes h7, and we've got a little trick here. The trick is now that white's threatening to play bishop to g6, trapping the king in the corner, and if black ever trades queens, this actually suits white down to the ground, as we'll see through this variation. So let's continue. Let's say queen b to d8 was played. White goes in for this bishop g6, and if queen to d5 here, we've check, and white trades off queens, how does black win this game now? Because the bishops and the pawns just stop this king from ever getting out. And now after king b1, let's say queen h1, king a2, queen d1, how does black make any progress here? The white king can just hide forever. Even after a4, queen takes a4, king b1, there's absolutely no way that black's going to get out of this with a full point. So okay, let's go back to the start position. Did Shirov resign too early then? So queen d5 is interesting. Queen b8, as we say. Queen takes g2. Black gets a queen, and g takes h7. And white can come in with this bishop g6 idea. The only other move here is king takes h7, which seems like the best practical choice for black. And all of a sudden black's winning again, right? Well, white still has some chances here. White can now play the move h6, threatening mate on g7 with the queen. And of course if king takes h6 here, then queen g6 is checkmate. If pawn takes g6 here, then again queen g6, king h8 and queen takes h6 is checkmate. Other moves that try and defend the g7 pawn, such as queen d4 here, also lead to a draw with h takes g7, queen takes g7 and just queen e4 check, king h8, and there's a perpetual with queen h4, queen h7 and queen f6, forcing black to go queen g7, and white can just go back and forth here and it's a complete draw, a perpetual. So after g takes h7, king takes h7 and h6, the best move for black is to now play the move g5. This is black's best practical chance. However, I'm here to suggest that after queen takes g5, again we're threatening mate on g7, and queen d4, queen g2, let's say queen f6 to attack the pawn and the bishop, and bishop b3, king takes. Now David Smerdon writes in his book, which I'll post a link in the description below if you want to have a look at it. It's a really good book, I would recommend buying it. So how does black win this position? If white just keeps their queen on the g file and always protects, let's say, this b2 pawn, how does black progress in this game? Smerdon argues, and I tend to agree with him, that it's going to be very difficult for black to win this game. It's going to take an immense amount of time anyway to try and completely win this position and get the full point. So going back to the original question, maybe you can answer this. Is this completely lost for white, or does white still have some practical chances? Food for thought anyway. But this game seems to be a practical reminder: never resign too early, and always try and do the best to swindle your opponents. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.